Keep them away from me. Whatever you do, don't let them into the concert hall.
Guys, we're back, another Division 2 build video, and today I am bringing back the WWE themes to the Division with this Batista bomb build. I have done Randy Orton, I have done Shawn Michaels, and guys, I've even done Rikishi. Now this build is all about Dave Batista, that big mofo who delivers that cool, powerful Batista bomb, and that's how this build is centered around. Two skills that deal so much damage, it's crazy. Guys, check this out. Guys, first and foremost, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Give me the thumbs doodle. That helps me and the channel, so please do so if you enjoy it. And if you are not subscribed, drop the woo bomb on that button and be subscribed for daily content from the Division 2. Guys, let's do this. Yes, guys, as you can see, I'm rolling with the Demolitionist specialization, and that is key to using this build. Now, what I'm going to get from using the Demolitionist, I'm going to get that 10% explosive damage and also the ability to use the artillery turret, which is awesome. Awesome. It is, guys. It is perhaps my favourite skill at present. It is a cracking setup that I have to showcase to you today because it is brilliant. So, Demolitionist, big tick. Artillery turret, even bigger tick. Now, my second skill is the Hive Stinger, which was awesome in TU7 and in TU8. It is also very, very strong, and I'm using this because I like that crowd control, and also I like a lot of damage as well, so they work hand in hand with these two skills. Now I'm rolling with 4-piece hardwired, and there are many different iterations or pieces you can put together to garnish a lot of damage. For example, you could have glass cannon on your chest piece. That makes you even more squishier, but you are dealing more damage. So that could be an idea. You could go for the Acosta's Go Bag, which is also really strong. That gives you the extra status effects and also gives you the overcharge when you throw that grenade. So there are very many different options. I'm utilizing this because not everyone's got the Acosta's Go Bag, and this setup is also very, very strong. Very powerful. Anyway, the mask. It is China Light Industries Corporation, and I need that because I need that 15% explosive damage. That helps my artillery turret, so that, guys, is non-negotiable for the build. Now, this is a near god roll mask. You can see 10% skill damage, 11.9% skill haste, and 11.1% skill haste. Now, the second high end I have is a Wyvern holster, and that is 10% skill damage, a skill tier also, and hazard protection 9.4%, and status effects of 9.3%. And what that does, that increases the duration of the status effects I have, which is the Hive Stinger. Now, guys, the 4-piece hardwired. We'll start with the chest piece. If you're not too sure what hardwired does, we'll go through the setup. It is 15% skill haste if you have 2 pieces. 3 pieces is skill damage of 15% and repair skills 15%. I'm not going to get that repair skills bonus on this build. However, it is what it is. I've got that 15% skill damage and the skill haste. And the 4-piece is feedback loop. Whenever you use or cancel a skill, your other skill is automatically refreshed and increases total skill damage and repair by 10% for 20 seconds. This can occur at once per 20 seconds. And that's key. Again, when I'm nearly out of my artillery turret, I can just cancel it, and then I will throw my Hive Stinger, then I will get the extra 10% skill damage, and that helps. You can see there's 1 skill tier and 8.4% skill damage and 9.1% skill haste as a mod. Now, it has the talent Positive Reinforcement. That increases feedback loop, skill damage, and repair bonus from 10% to 25%. So that's 25% skill damage I'm going to get from utilising this chest piece. Now, we'll start at the knee pads, which is the second piece hardwired. Skill tier 1. Again, this is a god roll, 10% skill damage mask. Sorry, knee pads. So it is a really, really strong pair of knee pads. The gloves, again, hardwired, and it is, same again, 10% skill damage. You can see where I'm going with this build now. And then finally, the backpack, I've opted for hardwired. Again, as I've said earlier in the video, there's many different iterations you can put together, but I'm utilising hardwired because it's still super duper strong. Now with this, again, it's skill tier +1. My skill damage rocking at 10% and skill haste of 10.3%, and decreases feedback loop cooldown from 20 seconds to 10 seconds. That's the talent short circuit. So again, I'm laughing all the way to the bank, so I'm going to get that consistent 25% extra skill damage with this build. Now that's the gear, that's how I'm rolling. Let's take a look at the weapons. My primary weapon is the Surge. It is the named rifle, and you can see I've got 117.5k base damage, 380 RPM, 32 in the mag, and rifle damage is max. My critic damage is 13%. My magazine damage, or magazine size, is 8.5%. Yeah, in terms of rolls, other than rifle damage, they are what they are. I'm not too fussed, but what I want is perfect spike. Headshots grant plus 25% skill damage for 8 seconds. Just a simple headshot, guys. That's it. Land a headshot, you will get that extra 25% bonus, and that's why I'm utilising the Surge. Now, in terms of the mods, they are simply accuracy, they are critical hit damage, reload speed, and critical hit chance. Now, my secondary is the Everlasting Gaze, and I'm using this again, which is the named rifle, because of one reason, but we'll go for that very shortly. Now, the total damage is 168k. My rifle damage 11%, critic damage 15%, stability 8.3%. I have not re-rolled or done anything to this whatsoever. I'm basically using it for this. Perfect perpetuation. Headshots grant plus 50% status effect damage and duration to the next status effect you apply. So you can see, guys, why I'm utilising this setup, because I can just switch between rifles and I'm going to get that 25% skill damage. And also I'm going to get that extra 50% status effect damage, which synergizes with the Hive Stinger. And that's why I've gone for this perfect setup. Works an absolute dream. So I'm getting that extra damage and status effect damage and duration. It's nice, works so well on the build. Now, in terms of the mods, they are weapon handling, critical chance, 20 rounds, and stability. And there's 40 in the mag on the Everlasting Gaze. Now, my sidearm is simply the backup boomstick, which is max shotgun damage. I'll take that all day long. 729k damage. Jesus. But yeah, that's just my standard sidearm at present. I'm not using that for any reason. It's just there. There you go. Now, the skills. My secondary skill is the Stinger Hive. It has a refill speed of 2.8 seconds, which is not great. I wish it was a little bit better, but it is what it is. 18 charges, 10 meter range, 52 second duration, and that damage of 947k, which is quite nice in all honesty. So I'm happy with this setup. Now, tier 6 gives you plus 6 Stinger charges, plus 60% damage, plus 30% range, and plus 420% health. As I said in the video, or earlier in the video, yeah, I did mention about the Acosta's Go Bag. You could use that. That will get that extra, again, range, damage, and stingers. That's something to bear in mind if you're going to utilise the Acosta's Go Bag. Now, my primary skill is, yes, the artillery turret skill. Now, this launches bazookas or Batista bombs at NPCs. Don't get me wrong, this could be used in PvP, guys. Let me know, test it, let me know in the comments section. With this, it also applies bleed, which is a status effect. So again, that synergizes quite well with the perfect perpetuation. So I'm going to get the extra 50% status effect damage. Again, that's great, and that's something to bear in mind on this build. 12.3 seconds as a cooldown. Duration of 300 seconds, that's irrelevant. 5.5 million health. Yeah, 5.5 million health. Yeah, I read that right. 3.1 million damage, which is crazy. 10 ammo, 6.8 meter radius, and PvP 776,000. As you can see, I'm tier 6. That's 90% damage, 420% health, 50% mortar blast radius, and plus 6 extra mortar ammo. The mods on this one, as I go for the mods on a Hive Stinger shortly, are damage, 1 extra mortar ammo, and skill haste. Now on the Hive Stinger, my mods are damage, stinger charges, and duration. Now again, guys, it is so powerful. So it is dropping the Batista bomb on NPCs. It's crazy. It really is. Just showing you now overcharge. If you had the Acosta's Go bag, you can see where you're going to get a big stretch of damage and range and health and skill haste, which is really cool. And the artillery turret, again, I'll show you now. You're going to get an extra 47.5% damage, which is awesome. More health, you don't need it. A higher blast radius, and you're going to get some more ammo. And that's something, again, if you have that bag to utilize. I've opted not to showcase that, but showcase this, which is scuba powerful. It really is. So maybe you can take this to a new level. Let me know in the comment section, folks. But this is it. This is the build I've been utilizing in PvE. We'll go for the stats. You can take a look. There's my weapon stats. Again, don't mean diddly squat. All they're going to do is simply buff my skills. Simply that. And my all weapons damage bonus, you can see that's a mighty 1.6%. I'm dealing some damage with this. My explosive damage is 25%. That's 10% from Demolitionist, 15% from the brand set China Light. You can see it breaks it down even more. A little bit of hazard protection on the build as well. It mitigates a little bit of damage, that's it. But this is where we're at. This is the build I've been utilizing in challenging missions, heroic missions, to a hell of a lot of success. And I highly recommend you look at an explosive build for PvE. This is my bad boy. This is my baby, guys. You can see over 3 million damage that will be buffed with the relevant talents on the weapon. Guys, this is really good. I'm not going to say it's the best build ever because I don't work like that. But what I do say is it is super duper strong, powerful. So if you utilize this in PvE, you're rubbing your hands all the way to the bank, and loot box, because you'll get a shitload of loot with this build. Guys, as always, if you enjoy the video, drop a like and subscribe for more WOO based videos in the future. Guys, see you in the next one. Peace.